I wanted to kind of give, I guess, a little bit of an update because I'm not in the best place. A couple of weeks ago, actually a few weeks ago now, I was talking to a friend. We're kind of just recounting what we feel like the Lord's been speaking to us about our husbands while we're in this waiting period. And I think I just sat down and started going through my journal entries. And I was just reading through, and obviously there's like, in 2021, my journal entry was about this one guy. But I just think it's so discouraging time after time to feel like you're hitting up against a brick wall and to know that there's literally nothing you can do about it. There's nothing. There's literally nothing I can do about trusting God and waiting for his provision. Like, the only thing I can do is trust God and wait for his provision. And I know that that's all that I need, but it feels difficult to do, to be in this waiting period and to feel like I've been in this holding period forever. And it's like, God, when is it ever going to end? And I think too, like, I'm getting close to my birthday, and that's just always, I feel like I was thinking today, throughout the year, I think I'm so grateful and so happy and so just living in the moment and not really paying attention to all of this stuff about singleness, and not really paying attention about singleness so much in a negative light, always positively, just hoping and praying for God's best and what's next. But around my birthday, I just always get so sad because I think it's like, man, another year of waiting on the Lord. Like, I've been waiting over half of my life, truly, to be married. I remember I'm gonna generously give myself 16, but easily could have been 12 or 13, and counting the years until I'd be married. I remember being like 12 and being like, oh my gosh, only 8 more years until I'm married. And I'm literally trying not to cry right now because it's heartbreaking for me to feel like I'm doing the right thing by waiting on the Lord and still be so distraught by it and still be like, year after year, like, you just think, and I think the harsh reality is like, you're aging, I am aging, and it's like, I know God cares and I know God sees me and I know all of these things, but it's just hard to feel like, but when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? I feel like, not that it's about doing things right or whatever, but it's hard. It's hard to wait. It's hard to trust God for something that is not, I mean, I know everything's spiritual, but it's like such a natural thing that occurs so easily for other people. And it's like, here I am, just not even getting a second glance from people, and also feeling like it's not in my control. Like, I don't know, it's just really hard and frustrating, and it's even more difficult to like read through my journals and see, like, to read from 2021, to read from 2017 and be like, I know it's coming soon, for it to be 6 years later and it to not be here. I am getting fatigued and exhausted, and I don't know how much longer I can hope and trust and wait. I'm tired of just being in this waiting period, and it sucks too because, like, there's nothing more that I want to be than a wife and a mom. There's nothing more. Like, I'm so happy and grateful for my life and grateful for like all of the things that I get to do and be, and how God's really blessed me with people in my life that I get to do some mom things with and get that peace like fulfilled in a way. But to think like, the clock is ticking. It's ticking. Every year that passes by, it feels like my window to be a mom closes. And I know that if I'm thinking about it, that it's on God's mind. I know that. But it's just so hard. And I really cannot believe that another birthday is coming. Another year has passed by. I don't know. It's just, it always hits hard when it's a few weeks away. It hits me like a ton of bricks. And I am trying hard not to be discouraged, but I think that I have to let myself feel it, because if I can remain positive the rest of the year, then I can have a moment where I just acknowledge that I'm sad, that I am fatigued. I have hope fatigue. And I don't understand. I don't understand. That's just what it boils down to, is I don't understand. And I know that my ways are not God's ways. I get it. I get it. But I am really very discouraged, a little bit disappointed, and honestly just tired. I'm really tired. I want to remain positive and hopeful and trust God through it all, and I will, because that's my point of reference. I'm always gonna try and come from a place of faith. But I will say that it's getting a little bit more difficult. I don't have any other words. I wish it would happen already. That's where I am. It's been a struggle just the last few days. And then I have to say this, because I think it would have set me down a spiral a few years ago, but there's this family that I love, and I was in the car with their boys. The oldest asked the youngest, like, do you ever want a girlfriend? I think he was doing something silly or like gross. I don't really know. Do you ever want a girlfriend? And he goes, no, I think I'll just be like Amorous, single forever. Cool. Love that for me. Anyway, I want to cry my eyes out, and I probably will. So that's your update. I've been meaning to film for the last few days. I meant to film at a high, because I think you deserve to see the highs and the lows, but we're at a low, at a real all-time low. So hopefully the next time I see you, it's good news. That's all I gotta say.